It seems to me that there have been at least three characteristics of the Izaak Walton League through the years in the conservation work to protect the Boundary Waters Canoe area wilderness that really stand out to me. The first of which is that IKEs members have worked and fought to protect the area because they know it and they love it and they visited it. A lot of IKEs members have gone on canoe trips in the Boundary Waters for decades. Many have gone extensively. I'm thinking of people like Ernest Oberholzer back around shortly after the turn of the 1900s, Sigurd Olsen, who guided canoe trips in the Boundary Waters in the 20s and 30s, Bud Heinzelman, who did his ecological research there. So IKEs members are not just armchair conservationists, though there's nothing wrong with armchair conservationists, but IKEs members get out there and have been to the Boundary Waters and they know it and love it. Secondly, the Izaak Walton League has really benefited from members who are professionals in some area related to conservation or natural resources or ecology. Sigurd Olsen, for example, was a wilderness ecologist. Bud Heinzelman was a forest and fire ecologist. Milt Stenlund was a great wildlife biologist. Bill Berg, a great wildlife biologist. So the Izaak Walton League has benefited from this professional expertise from members like those people, and that has strengthened the advocacy and the conservation work of the Izaak Walton League. And thirdly, it strikes me that the Izaak Walton League has been there for every major battle of the Boundary Waters since the very beginning, really since the 1920s and the founding of the Izaak Walton League. And the League has been more interested in results and protection for the area rather than just headlines and getting credit. I'm thinking back in the 20s, the Izaak Walton League was the umbrella group and sponsoring organization for Ernest Oberholzer's Quetico Superior Council, as well as a group called the Superior National Forest Recreation Association that was headed by Paul Reese. So both of those organizations operated under the auspices of the Izaak Walton League. In later decades, the IKEs have worked in coalition and cooperation with other conservation and environmental groups, sometimes by itself, but often with other groups. And the League has been more interested in results and protection for the Boundary Waters than in the headlines and getting credit.
My name is Paul Danisic, and I'm the Executive Director here at the Friends of the Boundary Waters Wilderness. And I'm very happy to be part of your 90th anniversary celebration for the Izaak Walton League. The League has been very important in the protection of the Boundary Waters over the years in many ways. And the IKEs have been instrumental in the protection of this area as a wilderness area, which is different than our other national forests and even national parks. I've seen personally many kids, young people, teenagers, have their lives changed through a simple canoe trip through this wilderness area. And it's such an important area for future generations. And members of the Izaak Walton League have known that and have stuck up for it in sometimes difficult times when it wasn't popular to stick up for it. And they've partnered with the Friends on many occasions, most recently on our Precious Waters film, bringing awareness to the people of Minnesota about sulfide mining issues in the area.
Pat and I live in Sudan. We love our little underground mine in the old Sudan mine. That mine is still polluting our neighborhood. There's a little copper, a little cobalt in the water that seeps in from the groundwater. We're still dealing with a little pollution from a relatively benign mine. What's going to happen when we open up a sulfide ore body and have to deal with some real pollution?
But also throughout the ages in balancing motorized use versus wilderness use issues and the forest health and the health of the lakes in the area too. Very, very instrumental. So happy 90th anniversary Izaak Walton League, and thanks for being there.